We're looking at a chromatic bass study by a bass player called James Jamison. Please make sure you've got the PDF in front of you, and we're going to break down exactly what chromatic means and learn some pretty cool stretches with the pinky working really far. And I'm hoping you're going to get a lot of practical out of this, as well as some pretty cool ear training. But enough talking, we're going to focus first of all, what is our fretting hand doing? And make sure you've got a PDF in front of you. Just some important terminology to get it behind us first of all. We're working with chromatic, as we said, which means we're going from one note to the note directly next to it, to the note directly next to it, and so on. So for those of you that know intervals, we're going up from whatever note we're playing, semitone, 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 like that. That sequence of notes is called chromatic. And the other terminology I want us to know is the swing rhythm. It'll be on the PDF. And this is a straight rhythm first of all. I'm going to play it from C, which is fret number 3 on your third string. This is a straight rhythm. And this is a swing rhythm. So it's got that sort of like a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. It must give you the feel of actually physically swinging, hence the name of the rhythm. Now we're going to start with the first bar, which, as we said, is on the note C, and the riff itself is based on the C major arpeggio, which I'd like you to play as well. So I want you to play from here to there, pinky to there, and onto that. Now those notes, the significance of them: root note, the note from which the chord is built; major third, this is the note that separates it from C major and C minor. There's your fifth note and your octave. So it's root, major third for C major, fifth octave. Now once you've got that, we're going to start seeing how the chromatic that we came into sort of gets applied to this. And you'll notice if you look at the PDF, it goes 3, 5, 2, 5, 3, 5, 4, 5, 5. So you can see that the 5 is every alternative note, and in between the 5s is a 2, 3, 4, and then obviously duplicates onto the 5. So the first bar should be like this: 2 and 3 and 4 and. From there he jumps down and he goes to the octave. So here he plays from the root onto the fifth, major third, chromatic kicks in, to the octave, and there you have it. Let's put it together slow motion: 2 and 3 and 4 and. And you'll notice over there that my thumb is sort of quite low. If I got my thumb there, my pinky, it doesn't want to get to that fifth fret. It's physically almost impossible. So I'll drop my thumb, and when you lower your thumb, your hand begins to open. Then we can get all the way from fret 2 to fret 6, for example. So lower your thumb just enough that you can go from the root note to the fifth fret. And then obviously your major third we spoke about earlier as well. Onto the third bar. Now what he does there, he reverses from the high C, this is C, past the fifth, into the root note. Just, okay, sorry about the little fret buzz there. And he goes into an open, which will be the major third again. Now, when he did the original arpeggio, we spoke about major third. That note is E, it's the major third note of the chord, and then the open sixth string, you can see vibrating, is also E. So, octaves, okay. And from there, after your 0, you go 0, 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 3. So you've got that continual chromatic vibe happening the whole way through. So listen for things like that. It's not just learning the notes. You want to know why am I learning the notes. So let's take it through slow motion: first, second, and third bar. 2 and 3 and 4 and. And from there, you can use a ring finger as well. I'm not too fussy there. You're going to jump down 3, 0, 3, 1, and then watch the turnaround 2, 3. And and that takes you back to where we started from. Okay, so let's try the whole thing through slowly. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... And there you have it. Make sure the notes are nice and clear, that your tempo is nice and even, and then obviously start building up the speed as you go along. Also try and go for as much legato. Legato is the notes are flowing. This is staccato. Notes are very abrupt. That's staccato, and this is legato. So make sure the notes ring as long as possible. Make sure there's no silent pauses between them. Get the technique nice and clinical. And then you'll see on the second video, which then takes this chromatic into almost like a sort of a punk rock vibe, nice and fast. And we'll study that on the next one. Okay, hope you enjoyed. Take care.